Hey guys, it's time for another quick and dirty rotation guide, this time for Condition Druid. This guide complements the written guide for Condi Druid I made on the Guild Wars 2 wiki and can be transitioned into a simple yet effective build for open world. I've made a separate video for open world as well, both the links to the written guide and the other video are in the description. Condition Druid is a very strong and relatively bursty condition damage build for instance content, even with a simplified rotation like the one I use. The duration I use here does not weapon swap and stays on dagger and torch all the time, making it simpler to execute compared to the benchmark rotation. In general, the rotation concept is pretty simple. Rotation involves using a weapon and utility skills on cooldown and entering Celestial Avatar as often as possible. That way you maintain the trait natural balance for higher damage and survivability. While the Celestial Avatar skills are healing focused by default, the trait Eclipse will give them damaging conditions. Given that they retain their defensive support, it makes them very powerful on Condi Druid. The third condition damage Druid trait, Blood Moon, is also important. In this build we are stacking dazes and sources of Immobilize to trigger it as often as possible. That's also the reason why the Jacaranda is the strongest pet for damage, as the skill Jacaranda's Embrace applies several small hits, with every hit applying one stack of Immobilize. Now, Condi Druid, in terms of parsing, has one specialty. To be able to go into Celestial Avatar on cooldown, you need to heal yourself or allies and deal damage, as that will grant you Astral Force via the trait Celestial Being. To do this, it is important in the Special Forces training area to turn on the mildly threatening arena damage. In actual content, using area healing abilities like Healing Spring can help increase Astral Force inflow. For the opener, you should always try to precast Sharpening Stones as early as possible to increase your burst damage, as it is not stripped when combat starts. The general rotation consists of two steps, Celestial Avatar and Dagger and Torch. Inside Celestial Avatar, use Natural Convergence, Seed of Life and Lunar Impact on cooldown. Note that Seed of Life does not have a cast time and can be used during other skill casts. Outside of Celestial Avatar, use all skills you have available on cooldown. It's as simple as that. While doing this, try to finish auto attack chains to not cancel their damage. In case you want a ranged weapon option, you can either put a short bow on the secondary weapon bar or an axe on the main hand. Both of them are great options to use whenever you cannot be in melee range. In terms of CC skills, you have several options. Spike Trap can be used instead of Viper's Nest for another launch at a small DPS loss. Inside Celestial Avatar, Lunar Impact will apply a daze. And also, which is quite important, whenever you enter Celestial Avatar, you will apply a daze around you through Blood Moon. In general, you will have many applications of Immobilized in the rotation, maintaining it permanently. And finally, you can always swap your pet to something that is condition focused but has a hard CC skill in the kit. Overall, I think that Condition Druid is the easiest entry points for Condition Ranger when it comes to instance content. The rotation isn't complex but fluid and fast enough to remain engaging overall. Now that's it for this video. Feel free to like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. I hope this video was insightful for you and made you want to try Condition Druid. See you next time and happy immobilizing.